So it's Frontier Hunter season once again. Yes, it's that time where everybody goes crazy and makes teams for beating Terminus, and I do them a little differently. So this season is extended to top 1000. As of right now, I haven't really gotten into doing my Frontier Hunter runs because once I start, I don't really stop. So I usually get all the things I need to do like finished on the first day. That's why my rank's like 450 something. Don't worry, that will go down a lot probably by tomorrow. So Terminus, max score I got was like 1.9 mil with my LTK team. It depends on who I use as a friend. Right now, I'm really just looking for people that use Fivas with this team setup. Pretty much the standard leads, I think, for Frontier Hunter. Lario, even though you shouldn't be really using Lario anymore, my opinion at least, Fivas way better. And as a friend, you should probably brave Fivas. Rosetta's still up there for free turn kill teams. You got Maxwell, Zadus, Kira for OTK leads. Usually with Fiva, I'm using Zadus for this team because mine's fully imped, maxed out. Spear setup, Geld Seal. It's called that combo. So max crit damage. Arden, I put Steeple Rose and Sacred Gem. It's like 100% to all stats except HP when your beam gauge is full. Heavenly Bud, Divine Blade, 100% Spark, 100% attack defense for 2 turns. Shara, the reason I bring Shara is because his Terminus hits decently hard enough to me warranting bringing Mitigator if I screw up. Don't want to lose points anymore, so bringing Mitigator here is fine, since usually bringing a few friend keeps my BC Gen pretty good throughout all the stages. Here I put Luca, Flag Fire with most spark damage. I find myself sparking whenever I SBB Luca the most on average, so I just give that to him. And Orna, same setup as Shara. Then, usually for friend, he doesn't bring T-Ball, doesn't matter what spheres, but OTK spheres for me are usually better. This is how the team goes. So this stage, really annoying. Usually you would want like 4 enemies here, so you don't have to use Viva, but since there's only 2, you go to crit, you go the element change, you need the Viva, then I use Zadus for more damage, attack elixir, and usually proc Luca, then Orna, then Viva, then Zadus, and then regular attack the other 2, and most of the time that kills turn 1. And as you can see, damage is really high. But crits also are an issue against Braun. This has happened to me, I think only twice. And you see BC Gen, that overkill. But usually it's fine. Against 2 enemies, even with just something like a... Whoa. That hasn't happened before, so my Luca died. This is unfortunate. Okay, so usually this doesn't happen, but for whatever reason, died. I'm sad. Failure. But it really doesn't matter too much in this run. Dying once shouldn't affect your score too much, as long as you use your items in the same time you die. You should use all your items. That's how it goes. So he's gonna be dead after this, and I'll have full SVBs. I swear. This only happens when I'm like making video for it. Like, just see you making a video, I'm gonna kill you for no reason. Oh. Alright, so here, this is where the damage starts really ramping up. Because you go with your element changers, then I use my Fever next, because she does have a long charge up time. Arden, Shara, and then Zedus at the end, and everything should be dead. I think a lot of the first stage is crit dependent. So, like, it's a bit of RNG. But that's basically Terminus. It's a fight against RNG, and whoever has like the most consistent setup gets the most points. And this is not a 3-turn kill setup either, it's OTK. For the most part, the only issue this team runs into is against single target enemies, which really sucks. Because like everybody hates single target enemies, even when you're 3-turn killing, it's just like, such a pain. But with, I think, Fiva and Rosetta, most people are doing alright. Get enough BC Gen and BB fill off of sparking and damage. See, like, my entire team has SVDs filling against 2 enemies isn't that bad. But just with 4, it's still difficult. So this is Raquel, I hate her, but she sucks. Yeah, not much else to say about that, except you don't really want to, like, OTK her, use a lot of points that way. So I start off with Diva. You want to start off with your BC Gen first, and then I do Sheriff for mitigation and then Orna last. So that way I get like damage in, but not enough damage to like kill her. So she usually gets to like half, and then I just regular attack the other 2 and pray that I don't die. Because if she crits like every attack, like somebody's gonna die. Like Arden. Arden's gonna die. No. Not again. Right. So here, I'm just gonna auto attack Prey, but I think I'll use Shara's BB here just to be safe. Never mind, lied. Shouldn't have used it. Team does too much damage. Do it. I was like, is 50% HP enough? Turns out it is. Anyway, that's not too bad. Of course, Shara having her SVD would be great, but she did her job, which was making live until the next turn. Usually I'd have everybody SVD here anyway, but this is just the standard crit into elemental attacks, and then BC Gen needs. I'm gonna BB Shara here too. So, if you don't have these units or you want to try a variant, you can use, I think you can use Kira, take out Orna, but you need to have a Quaid for the 4 elements that you're missing. You put Luca in, and Shara acts as your attack buffer instead, so you still get all your bases covered on, like, damage, but you have, like, more of it, in a sense. You have a Quaid, you have a Kira. They do tons of damage because they're 7 stars and 6 stars. Don't really cut it. Like, if I had to choose between Arden and Gra, I'd probably go with Gra as well, but don't have Gra yet, so that sucks. Get passive BB Gen per turn, which is nice. So here, same thing. This is like the standard combo for the OTK team that I'm using. It's like your elemental buffers, then Fiva in the middle, and then the last 2 units. And then if something like atrocious happens and none of your units crit, well, you have a Shara, so your entire team lives. Yay! And then after that, you usually have to use items if your team gets like poison, paralyzed, whatever. Here, Loden, really annoying, gets like a bar of HP that didn't crit on him or something. This usually happens because of bad RNG. Now I just take away all the status ailments, put an attack elixir. You can heal everybody up, but it doesn't matter. You just auto attack. You're not gonna get a perfect run every time, but this is probably the fastest you're gonna get it. The other reason I don't like running Kira in this setup is, well, you kill Raquel too quickly if you want to OTK her, and then the next stage after that, which has 3 enemies, it's bad because you're not going to have full SPBs, and that's really where you want full SPBs to get the most points. And then the Fude, really annoying, but usually he lives with either like 50 HP or he's dead. So you start off with Arden, and then you go Orna, and then really after that, it doesn't matter. You just want your units to spark. Usually this stage, as long as you start off with Arden and Orna, will do alright. Because Zedus does tons of damage. That's why his HP bar like disappears. That's why I like Zedus over Maxwell. Maxwell has a really disjointed hitbox in the sense that it's consistent, but it's over such a long time you'll never spark all of it, or if you do, you'll need like really lucky timing. But you can still use Maxwell here. Probably the same sphere setup, but I like using Zedus for now at least. So like even dying, you get like 1.5 mil. Usually I get more than this, but I guess for this Frontier Hunter, it's alright. In terms of speed. I'm still trying things out since it's the first day, but I'm pretty sure what I was running before, like Maxwell, Rosetta setup, I'm probably going to run that when I'm out of like FIFA friends, and just basically compare to see if using a Zeus versus Maxwell, this Frontier Hunter will probably be better. But that's basically first day Frontier Hunter, what I've been using, because I've been using Zedus a lot for raid, so I might switch back to Maxwell if that does more damage, or might just keep it Zedus for the crit. Because the other reason I don't like using Maxwell is it's like you need to bring 2 crit buffers, whereas this is just spark buffer, so it takes the place of Rosetta. And then for a leader skill, you can just bring pure VC gen in FIFA.